30 years ago, whether a high school graduate went to college or not was basically a coin toss. Half went to college, half went directly into the workforce. But that's not true anymore.
There's a notion among some politicians and some journalists and others that we as a society have to decide the number of students that go to college and the number that go straight to the workforce. And they talk about it as if there is a real danger to sending too many kids to college. The real danger is not sending kids to college.
Nearly 3 out of 4 high school graduates are going directly into some form of post-secondary education. So the question isn't if, it's how and where they're going. And so we need to think differently as a nation, as policymakers, about what the steps we need to do to help students make smart decisions.
Here's the post-secondary paradox. Higher education is more needed than ever before. And at the same time, because of higher dropouts, higher costs of higher education, the risks of college are greater than ever before. America needs to get all young people to be smart shoppers for college.
There was a story in the New York Times about a year ago that got a lot of coverage. A student goes to Emory University, drops out, and is stuck with $60,000 in debt from student loans. If you research what happened to Angelica, she missed the deadline to apply for financial aid at Emory. Instead, Angelica could have waited another year, deferred, and gotten a full financial aid package from Emory that made it possible for her to graduate. We need to educate our students to meet the deadlines, to research financial aid so that they're never in that same position.
So part of it is helping them think through the process. They need to go to the best school possible. There's research suggesting that students, especially low-income students, will what's called undermatch, which means that they go to a school that's less than their ability and actually hampers their ability to finish school in the first place.
Let's talk about some numbers. 89% of low-income students who attend a well-matched college end up persisting all the way to graduation, compared to 59% of students who attend a college that's below their academic level.
It's time to stop arguing about whether or not kids should go to college. 95% of them want to go. All of the evidence suggests that if they do go, they'll be insulated from underemployment, unemployment, they'll make $1 million more in their lifetime, they're less likely to have cancer, their blood pressure is lower, they're more likely to be married, they're less likely to be divorced. Every bit of evidence suggests we're better off sending as many people to post-secondary education as possible.
What we really should be talking about is an investment in potential.
For almost every single degree in almost every single profession and every single field, college pays off as an investment.
One place where this debate gets off track is around the idea of what constitutes college. When I'm talking about college, it means any post-secondary opportunity, whether that's a 6-week course, a 1-year credential program, a 2-year associate's degree, 4-year degree. Consider this, college-educated plumbers make an average of 39% more than compared to non-college educated plumbers, and college-educated hairdressers earn 69% more than non-college educated hairdressers. The marketplace values college degrees in every field at every level.
There are a lot of things that schools can do that set about a college-going culture that they're not all doing right now. So things like making the FAFSA mandatory to walk across the stage in high school graduation. Colleges can and should do a better job of recruiting low-income students and really reaching out to them and saying, this is a place you can succeed, we're going to help you along the way. For business leaders, it's reaching out to K-12 schools and to higher education and really explaining what skills they're looking for, what types of degrees they're willing to hire from, and really explaining what it means to be a successful professional and what students will need once they're out in the workforce. College Summit is great at working with schools and working with students who might not otherwise go to college and really helping them walk through the necessary steps in order to be successful.
College Summit does 2 things. We provide a college and career planning curriculum for all the students in a school. So young people, when they're starting high school, think about what's the kind of career, what's the kind of lifestyle I want, what's the kind of college I need, and what are the choices I should be making each step along the way to be on track. And then the second thing College Summit does is find the most influential students in the school who we train to bring that college-going know-how in the most effective way possible, peer-to-peer, friend-to-friend. Los Angeles Superintendent John Daisy put it well. College know-how is the underground currency of the privileged. If we can equip young people with college-going know-how. They're going to be able to manage the risks of higher education while also getting the higher skills that have never been more valuable for moving their own lives and that of their families and their communities ahead.